Welcome back to my channel Stoic Timex. Envy and deceit are hidden forces that often operate quietly, influencing our relationships and decisions without us even realizing it. In a world where appearances can be deceiving, spotting these subtle signs can save you from betrayal, manipulation, and disappointment. Today, we're diving deep into the Stoic wisdom that teaches us how to see beyond the masks people wear. In this video, we'll explore 10 powerful ways to recognize envy and falsehood in others, helping you navigate your interactions with clarity, integrity, and confidence. Whether it's a friend, a colleague, or even someone closer, understanding these signs will empower you to protect your peace and maintain your focus on what truly matters. Let's uncover the truth together. Protect your peace. Understanding how to spot envy and falsehood helps you maintain your inner calm. When you recognize negative behaviors early, you can set boundaries that protect your mental and emotional well-being. Build stronger relationships. Being able to identify envy or dishonesty allows you to surround yourself with genuinely supportive people. Don't overlook these signs. They can make or break the quality of your relationships. Navigate social dynamics. Whether at work, in friendships, or within family, recognizing these traits helps you navigate social situations with greater wisdom. You'll avoid being manipulated or taken advantage of. Preserve your energy. Envy and falsehood are emotionally draining. By spotting them early, you can conserve your energy for things that truly matter, rather than getting caught up in others' negative intentions. Stay grounded in your values. Recognizing these traits in others reinforces your commitment to authenticity and integrity. It's a reminder to stay true to your values and not be swayed by negativity around you. Improve your decision-making. When you know who you're dealing with, you make better decisions, whether it's choosing a business partner, a friend, or even whom to confide in. Avoid unnecessary conflict. Understanding the roots of envy and deceit in others helps you steer clear of unnecessary arguments and drama. Recognizing these signs early lets you de-escalate potential conflicts before they blow up. Strengthen your intuition. Each time you correctly identify these traits, you sharpen your intuition and judgment. This makes you more adept at reading people, an invaluable skill in all areas of life. Enhance your emotional intelligence. Recognizing envy and falsehood boosts your emotional intelligence, helping you respond calmly and thoughtfully rather than reacting impulsively. Empower yourself with knowledge. Don't skip this video. It equips you with the knowledge to spot toxic behaviors, giving you a distinct advantage in protecting yourself and thriving in your personal and professional life. Would you like more details or adjustments to any of these points? Lesson number 1. People often reveal their true selves through their actions rather than their words. In a world where words are easy to manipulate, it's the consistent behaviors and patterns that tell the real story. By observing others' actions, you can better understand their intentions, build stronger relationships, and protect yourself from potential harm. The Stoics believed that careful observation of others, paired with self-awareness, is key to navigating life wisely and authentically. Here are 5 essential points on why and how to observe actions over words. Actions speak louder than words. Words can be deceptive, but actions rarely lie. Pay attention to what people do, especially when under pressure or when they think no one is watching. This is when their true nature is revealed. Focus on consistency. Do they act in alignment with what they say, or is there a disconnect? This awareness helps you discern genuine intentions. Patterns over promises. A single action might be an anomaly, but patterns tell a story. Observe how people behave over time in different situations. Are they reliable, respectful, and consistent? Or do their actions show a pattern of unreliability, selfishness, or disregard for others? Recognizing these patterns will help you make informed decisions about who to trust and how to engage. Observe under pressure. People's true character often emerges under stress or adversity. How someone reacts in challenging times reveals their values and priorities. Do they remain calm, act with integrity, or resort to blame and excuses? Observing how they handle tough situations gives you valuable insights into their core character. Actions aren't just about big decisions. They include non-verbal cues such as body language, eye contact, and tone of voice. These subtle signals can indicate a person's true feelings and intentions, often more honestly than their words. Pay attention to these cues. They often reveal hidden emotions and unspoken truths. Reflect on your observations. Observing others is not about judgment, but about understanding. Take time to reflect on what you've seen. What does their behavior tell you about their values and motives? Use these insights to guide your own actions and decisions, ensuring that you engage with others from a place of wisdom and discernment. By focusing on actions over words, you align yourself with the Stoic principle of seeing reality clearly. This approach not only protects you, but also empowers you to build genuine and trustworthy connections in your personal and professional life. Lesson No. 2. Success has a way of shining a light on the true nature of those around you. While some will celebrate your achievements, others may react with envy, indifference, or even subtle attempts to downplay your accomplishments. Evaluating how people respond to your success is a powerful way to understand their true intentions and character. This evaluation helps you identify who genuinely supports you and who might be harboring resentment or hidden agendas. Here are 5 key points to help you assess their responses to your success. Notice genuine happiness versus forced praise. Pay close attention to those who celebrate your wins with genuine enthusiasm. Their excitement is spontaneous, unfiltered, and often accompanied by thoughtful gestures or words of encouragement. In contrast, forced praise often feels hollow, characterized by quick, generic compliments or insincere smiles. Recognizing the difference between authentic joy and forced responses can help you identify true supporters in your circle. Watch for subtle downplaying or dismissal. Some people may try to minimize your achievements by making dismissive comments, attributing your success to luck, or comparing it to their own experiences. These subtle digs can reveal hidden insecurities or jealousy. Observing these responses allows you to discern who feels threatened by your progress and who respects and acknowledges your hard work. Look for changes in behavior. Success can alter the dynamics of relationships. Pay attention to shifts in behavior. Do they become distant, avoidant, or suddenly competitive? Do they downplay your accomplishments in group settings but act differently in private? These changes often signal discomfort with your success and may indicate that their support was conditional. Evaluate their support over time. True supporters are consistent. They've been cheering you on not just during your moments of triumph, but also when you were striving and facing challenges. Evaluate how their support has evolved. Have they always been there to uplift you, or do they only appear when it's convenient for them? Consistent encouragement, regardless of the situation, is a sign of authentic care. Reflect on how you feel around them. Your intuition is a powerful tool. Reflect on how you feel when you share your successes with them. Do you feel uplifted, appreciated, and inspired? Or do you sense tension, discomfort, or competition? Your emotional response can often provide clear insights into their true feelings and intentions. guiding you toward healthier and more supportive relationships. Evaluating others' responses to your success is not about seeking validation. It's about understanding who genuinely values you for who you are and not just for what you achieve. Surrounding yourself with people who celebrate your growth and success will empower you to continue reaching new heights, free from the weight of negativity and hidden agendas. Lesson No. 3. A person's character is often best revealed not by how they treat those who can help them, but by how they interact with those who cannot. In a world driven by networking and self-interest, the way someone behaves toward people with no obvious advantage to offer speaks volumes about their values, integrity, and true nature. Observing these interactions provides a deeper understanding of who they are and whether they align with your principles. Here are 5 key points to consider when evaluating how people treat those who can't benefit them. Respect and kindness as default behaviors. Genuine respect and kindness are shown without expectation of reciprocation. Watch how they treat service staff, strangers, or those they perceive as having no influence. Do they extend courtesy, patience, and gratitude, or do they display rudeness, impatience, and dismissiveness? A person who treats everyone with respect, regardless of status, exhibits true character. Consistency in behavior.
Integrity is demonstrated through consistency. Notice if their demeanor shifts depending on who they are interacting with. Are they charming and attentive to those with power, but dismissive or cold to those without it? Such inconsistency indicates a transactional mindset, where behavior is motivated by self-interest rather than genuine decency. Willingness to help without expectation. Pay attention to their willingness to assist others, even when there is no visible reward. Do they offer help or support to those in need without calculating potential returns? Those who lend a helping hand without expectation reveal empathy and a sense of duty to others. Hallmarks of a compassionate and trustworthy individual. Engagement and acknowledgement. Observe how they engage in conversations with people who can't benefit them. Are they attentive, make eye contact, and listen actively? Or do they seem distracted, bored, or dismissive? Genuine individuals will engage fully, recognizing the humanity in every interaction, rather than treating people as unworthy of their time or attention. Reaction to vulnerability. Vulnerability in others often tests a person's empathy. Notice how they respond when someone shares a struggle, expresses vulnerability, or is in a position of weakness. Do they offer comfort, encouragement, or support? Or do they ignore, judge, or even take advantage of the situation? Their response to vulnerability can be a clear indicator of their compassion and integrity. By observing how people treat those who seemingly offer them nothing, you gain insight into their true values and motivations. This awareness helps you discern who is worthy of your trust and respect, allowing you to surround yourself with people of genuine character who uplift and inspire, regardless of status or personal gain. Lesson No. 4. Praise and flattery might seem similar on the surface, but they stem from entirely different motivations. Praise is sincere and grounded in genuine recognition, while flattery often serves a hidden agenda, manipulating emotions to gain favor or influence. Understanding the difference between the two is essential for maintaining authentic relationships and protecting yourself from those who may have ulterior motives. Here are 5 key points to help you distinguish between praise and flattery. Motivation behind the words. The primary difference between praise and flattery lies in intent. Praise comes from a place of genuine admiration or appreciation. It's spontaneous and specific, often given without expecting anything in return. Flattery, however, is calculated and self-serving. It's often used to manipulate or gain something, whether that's favor, approval, or access. Ask yourself, is this person trying to uplift me, or are they trying to get something out of me? Specificity versus words. Generalization. Praise tends to be specific, focusing on particular actions, qualities, or achievements. It's thoughtful and detailed, showing that the person has paid attention to what you've done. Flattery, on the other hand, is usually vague and exaggerated, lacking substance. It often consists of sweeping statements like, "You're the best," or "No one does it better," without any real understanding behind the words. Sincerity and delivery pay attention to how the compliment is delivered. Praise feels sincere, with a genuine tone and body language that matches the words. It feels warm and heartfelt, often coming from people who know you well and have witnessed your efforts. Flattery, however, can feel forced, overly sweet, or insincere, often accompanied by exaggerated gestures or an uncomfortable vibe. Trust your instincts. If it feels off, it probably is. Frequency and timing praise is balanced and given at appropriate times. It doesn't come too often, and it's usually tied to specific moments of accomplishment or effort. Flattery, in contrast, can be relentless, offered even when unearned, and often feels out of place. If someone constantly showers you with compliments, especially during moments when it doesn't seem warranted, they might be using flattery as a tool to influence you. Reactions and emotional impact praise tends to inspire, motivate, and build confidence. It recognizes real effort and achievement, encouraging you to continue on your path. Flattery, however, often leaves you feeling uneasy, suspicious, or overly inflated without substance. It might initially boost your ego, but it often leaves a lingering sense of doubt about the person's true intentions. Distinguishing between praise and flattery helps you stay grounded and mindful of the relationships you cultivate. Surrounding yourself with people who offer genuine praise will keep you motivated and honest, while recognizing flattery allows you to protect yourself from those who seek to manipulate rather than uplift. Lesson No. 5. Consistency in behavior, words, and actions is one of the most reliable indicators of a person's character and intentions. While anyone can present a facade for a short period, true consistency reveals the depth of a person's integrity, reliability, and values. By closely monitoring consistency, you can better understand who is genuine and who may be unreliable or disingenuous. Consistency builds trust and predictability in relationships, making it essential for both personal and professional interactions. Here are 5 key points on why and how to monitor consistency. Consistency builds trust. Trust is built on the predictability of someone's actions over time. When people consistently behave in a way that aligns with their words, you feel safe and secure in your interactions with them. If someone frequently changes their stance, behavior, or commitments, it creates doubt and uncertainty, making it difficult to rely on them. Consistent actions build a foundation of trust that strengthens relationships. Actions versus words. Consistency is best observed by comparing actions to words. Do they follow through on their promises, or do they frequently fall short? Are their values reflected in their behavior, or do they say one thing and do another? By monitoring how closely actions align with words, you can distinguish between those who are trustworthy and those who may be all talk without substance. Response under pressure. A person's true consistency is often tested under stress or pressure. Monitor how they behave when things don't go as planned. Do they maintain their composure, values, and commitments, or do they quickly abandon their principles? Consistency in challenging times reveals a person's true character and helps you understand whether they are dependable when it matters most. Long-term patterns. Over short-term promises, consistency isn't about one-off actions, it's about long-term patterns. Look beyond short-term promises and observe how someone behaves over weeks, months, or even years. Are they reliable in their commitments, or do they have a history of flaking out or changing their mind frequently? Long-term consistency is a sign of maturity and integrity, whereas erratic behavior suggests instability or a lack of commitment. Consistency in small things matters. Often it's the small, everyday actions that reveal the most about a person's consistency. Pay attention to how they handle minor commitments, everyday manners, and interactions. Do they show up on time, keep their word in small matters, and treat others with respect consistently? These small actions add up, reflecting the overall consistency of their character. Monitoring consistency is crucial for understanding the true nature of those around you. It helps you identify who is dependable and authentic, allowing you to build stronger, more meaningful relationships. By valuing consistency in yourself and others, you create a stable foundation of trust and mutual respect, essential for any successful interaction. Lesson No. 6. How someone reacts to criticism can reveal more about their character than how they respond to praise. While compliments and accolades are easy to accept, criticism, especially when constructive, tests a person's humility, self-awareness, and willingness to grow. A mature response to criticism indicates emotional intelligence and openness to learning, while defensive or hostile reactions can signal insecurity, arrogance, or an inability to handle feedback. Here are 5 key points to consider when observing someone's attitude toward criticism. Openness to feedback. Pay attention to whether the person is open to receiving feedback or immediately shuts it down. Those with a growth mindset view criticism as an opportunity to learn and improve, listening carefully and asking questions to understand better. In contrast, people who are closed off often dismiss or reject feedback without consideration, missing valuable insights that could help them grow. Defensive versus reflective responses. Defensive reactions, such as making excuses, blaming others, or getting angry, indicate a fragile ego and an aversion to accountability. A reflective person, however, will take a moment to process the criticism, considering if there is truth in what is being said. They may ask for clarification or express gratitude for the feedback, even if it's difficult to hear. A reflective attitude shows emotional resilience and a commitment to self-improvement. Nonverbal cues. Body language can speak volumes when someone is criticized. Notice if they maintain eye contact, nod in acknowledgement, or show signs of active listening. Conversely, crossing arms, rolling eyes, or showing visible annoyance are signs of resistance or discomfort. Nonverbal cues can reveal their true feelings about being critiqued, even if their words say otherwise. Willingness to make changes. Observe whether the person makes genuine efforts to act on constructive criticism. Do they take steps to correct mistakes, learn new skills, or adjust their behavior based on the feedback given? A willingness to make changes
demonstrates humility and a proactive attitude. On the other hand, ignoring criticism or repeating the same errors suggests a lack of commitment to growth and improvement. Emotional regulation. Criticism can trigger emotional responses, but how someone manages those emotions is telling. Do they remain calm, composed and respectful, or do they react with anger, sarcasm, or passive-aggressive behavior? Those who regulate their emotions well can handle feedback without letting it derail their mood or actions, showing maturity and emotional intelligence. Observing how someone reacts to criticism provides valuable insights into their personality and potential for growth. A positive attitude toward feedback indicates a strong, adaptable character, while negative reactions can highlight areas of insecurity or immaturity. By understanding these responses, you can better navigate your interactions, choosing to invest in relationships with those who embrace growth and accountability. Lesson No. 7. Unintentional comparisons often slip into conversations without conscious awareness, yet they reveal a great deal about a person's mindset, values, and insecurities. These comparisons might be subtle comments or offhanded remarks that compare themselves or others to someone else in terms of success, appearance, skills, or possessions. By paying close attention to these comparisons, you can gain a deeper understanding of their inner world and how they view themselves in relation to others. Here are 5 key points to consider when noticing unintentional comparisons. Highlighting insecurities. Unintentional comparisons often stem from underlying insecurities. When someone frequently compares themselves to others, it can signal self-doubt or a lack of confidence. Phrases like, "I wish I had what they have," or "I could never be as good as them," reveal feelings of inadequacy or envy. Recognizing these patterns helps you understand their struggles and insecurities, allowing for more empathetic and supportive interactions. Revealing core values and priorities. The aspects of life that someone frequently compares, such as wealth, appearance, or career success, reflect what they value most. For instance, if they often compare their lifestyle to others, it may indicate that material success is important to them. By noticing these subtle cues, you gain insight into what drives them and what they aspire to achieve, which can help you understand their motivations and decisions. Signs of competitiveness or jealousy. Comparisons can also reveal a competitive or jealous nature, especially when they focus on what others have achieved or possess. Comments like, "They don't deserve that promotion," or "I'm just as good as them," can indicate a sense of rivalry or envy. Recognizing these traits can help you navigate potential conflicts or tensions, especially in professional or social settings. Reflecting self-perception. Unintentional comparisons provide a window into how someone sees themselves. If they frequently downplay their accomplishments or elevate others, it can suggest a lack of self-esteem. Conversely, if they constantly compare themselves favorably to others, it may reveal arrogance or an inflated sense of self-worth. Understanding these dynamics helps you better assess their self-perception and how it influences their behavior. Indicating influence of external validation. People who often make comparisons may be heavily influenced by external validation, relying on others' opinions to gauge their worth. This reliance can lead them to constantly measure themselves against societal standards or peer achievements. By noticing these patterns, you can discern their need for approval and recognition, which may affect their choices and how they interact with others. Attentively noticing unintentional comparisons allows you to see beyond the surface of conversations and understand the deeper motivations, values, and insecurities driving someone's behavior. This awareness not only helps you connect more authentically, but also equips you to support others in addressing their internal struggles, fostering more meaningful and compassionate relationships. Lesson No. 8. How someone responds to personal failures can reveal a lot about their character, resilience, and emotional intelligence. Failures are inevitable in life, and observing how individuals handle them provides valuable insights into their true nature, coping mechanisms, and growth mindset. Their reactions can indicate their ability to handle setbacks, learn from mistakes, and interact with others during challenging times. Here are 5 key points to consider when paying attention to their reactions to personal failures. Accountability versus blame. Notice whether they take responsibility for their failures or shift the blame onto others. A person who accepts accountability acknowledges their role in the failure, learns from it, and takes steps to improve. In contrast, someone who blames others often avoids self-reflection and growth. This reaction can reveal their level of maturity and willingness to learn from mistakes. Emotional management. Observe how they handle their emotions in the face of failure. Do they maintain composure, or do they display excessive frustration, anger, or despair? Effective emotional management indicates resilience and the ability to cope with setbacks constructively. Conversely, uncontrolled emotional reactions may suggest difficulty in handling disappointment and stress. Response to feedback. Pay attention to how they react to feedback following a failure. Are they open to constructive criticism and willing to use it to improve, or do they dismiss feedback and become defensive? An openness to feedback demonstrates a growth mindset and a desire to learn, whereas defensiveness may indicate resistance to self-improvement. Perseverance and problem-solving. Look at how they approach resolving the issues that led to the failure. Do they demonstrate perseverance by making a plan to address the problem and trying again, or do they give up easily? A proactive and persistent approach shows determination and problem-solving skills, while a lack of effort can reflect a defeatist attitude. Impact on relationships and self-view. Notice how their reaction to failure affects their interactions with others and their self-view. Do they withdraw, become negative, or blame others for their situation? Or do they remain supportive and positive despite their own struggles? How they manage their relationships and maintain self-esteem during failures provides insight into their character and resilience. Observing how someone responds to personal failures helps you gauge their ability to handle challenges, their level of emotional intelligence, and their commitment to personal growth. These reactions are crucial for understanding their true character and how they navigate adversity, allowing you to build stronger, more supportive relationships based on mutual respect and understanding. Lesson No. 9. The way someone shares personal information reveals a lot about their trust levels, boundaries, and self-awareness. Whether they're open or reserved, strategic or candid, their approach to sharing personal details can impact how you understand their character and how you engage with them. Evaluating this aspect of their behavior helps you gauge their comfort with intimacy, their level of self-disclosure, and the nature of your relationship. Here are 5 key points to consider when evaluating how someone shares personal information. Openness versus reservedness. Observe whether they are open and willing to share personal details, or if they are more reserved. People who are open may be trying to build a close connection or are naturally more transparent. Conversely, those who are reserved might value their privacy, or they may be cautious about revealing too much too soon. Understanding their comfort level with self-disclosure helps you gauge the depth of your relationship and how much you can share in return. Context and timing. Evaluate the context and timing of their personal disclosures. Do they share personal information at appropriate times and in suitable contexts, or do they do so inappropriately or too soon? The timing and context of sharing can indicate their sensitivity to social norms and their understanding of relational boundaries. Excessive sharing too early in a relationship might signal a lack of awareness, while thoughtful sharing can demonstrate maturity and respect. Purpose and intent. Pay attention to the purpose behind their sharing. Are they sharing personal information to build a connection, seek support, or manipulate others? Genuine sharing is often motivated by a desire for closeness or to share experiences, whereas sharing with ulterior motives, such as seeking sympathy or attention, might reveal different intentions. Understanding their intent helps you navigate the relationship with clarity. Boundaries and self-disclosure. Observe how they respect and respond to boundaries. Do they recognize when you are uncomfortable or unwilling to engage in personal discussions, or do they push those boundaries? Respecting boundaries and being mindful of how much others are willing to share is crucial for maintaining healthy relationships. Their approach to boundaries reflects their awareness and respect for others' privacy. Consistency and authenticity. Check for consistency in their personal disclosures. Do their stories and details align over time, or do they change frequently? Consistent and authentic sharing indicates reliability and honesty, while inconsistencies might suggest discomfort or deceit. Authenticity in sharing also helps in building trust, as it demonstrates a genuine and coherent self-presentation. Evaluating how someone shares personal information provides insight into their trust levels, relationship dynamics, and self-awareness. By understanding their approach to self-disclosure, you can better navigate your interactions, build stronger connections, and maintain respectful and healthy boundaries. Lesson number 10. Your inner voice, often referred to as intuition, is a powerful tool that helps guide decisions, especially when evaluating the character and intentions of others. While logic and evidence are essential, your gut feelings often provide subtle insights that can help you navigate relationships more effectively. Listening to your inner voice involves paying attention to emotional signals, subtle discomforts, or moments of clarity that may not immediately make sense, but often prove valuable over time. Here are 5 key points on how to effectively listen to your inner voice. Recognize subtle signals. Your inner voice often communicates through subtle signals like a sense of unease, a sudden sense of clarity, or a quiet but persistent feeling that something isn't right. Pay attention to these sensations when interacting with others. If you consistently feel uneasy around someone despite no obvious reason, it may indicate underlying concerns that you haven't consciously acknowledged. Trust these subtle cues, as they often reveal hidden truths that logic alone might miss. Distinguish between fear and intuition. It's essential to differentiate between fear-driven thoughts and genuine intuition. Fear often comes from past negative experiences or insecurities and tends to be loud, anxious, and repetitive. In contrast, intuition is calm, clear, and usually free of emotional turbulence. When evaluating someone, ask yourself if your feelings stem from past fears or if they are quiet nudges pointing toward an issue you need to address. Reflect on consistent patterns. Your inner voice becomes louder when you notice consistent patterns in someone's behavior that don't align with what they say. For instance, if someone's actions repeatedly contradict their words, your intuition might alert you to the discrepancy. Reflect on these patterns and consider if your discomfort stems from a lack of alignment between their words and actions. Take time to process your feelings. Give yourself space and time to process your thoughts and feelings after interacting with someone. Journaling, meditating, or simply sitting quietly can help you connect with your inner voice. When you allow yourself to process without external distractions, your intuition can surface, providing insights that might be overlooked in the moment. Trust your judgment without needing full evidence. While it's crucial to gather facts and be logical, sometimes your inner voice offers guidance that isn't yet backed by tangible evidence. Trusting your intuition doesn't mean disregarding rational analysis. It means giving weight to your feelings even when they don't fit neatly into a logical framework. Your intuition is a valuable data point that complements rational thought, helping you make more balanced and insightful decisions. Listening to your inner voice is about cultivating a deep sense of self-trust and tuning into your own emotional and psychological signals. By learning to recognize, interpret, and trust these inner nudges, you can make more informed decisions about the people in your life and maintain relationships that align with your values and well-being. Lesson No. 11. In a world filled with hidden motives and subtle manipulations, learning to recognize envy and falsehood in others is crucial for maintaining your inner peace and making wise decisions. Stoicism teaches us that understanding these negative traits is not about judging others harshly, but about protecting our own well-being and staying true to our values. By paying attention to the signs of envy, like backhanded compliments or subtle undermining, and being alert to the markers of falsehood, such as inconsistency in words and actions, we empower ourselves to navigate relationships with greater clarity and purpose. Remember, the goal isn't to fix or confront every envious or deceitful person you encounter, but to guard your mind against their influence. Ultimately, recognizing these behaviors allows you to remain focused on your own path, maintain your integrity, and continue building a life grounded in truth, wisdom, and resilience. Stay mindful, trust in your ability to discern, and keep practicing the Stoic principles that help you live authentically, free from the shadows of envy and deceit.